Now I almost didn't make it. My left foot and a lot of pressure almost made me defer this race to 2027. And then that morning, one of New York City's worst days of traffic meant I almost didn't make it before the bridge closed for runners. That made me feel like I might miss some tradition. Left me with a whole chilly morning to wait and wonder, how many times do you need to do something before it's tradition?
We got free bagels and Gatorade. Everyone's friendly. We found a tree in the sun. Honestly, it just doesn't get better than this. This is top tier hobo life. For more hobo tips, follow me.
And what's the difference between tradition and holiday? Is it enjoyment? Because I've run New York 4 times now, and I've enjoyed it each time. That first Sunday of November has sure started to feel like a holiday, but it's been different each time. And this time, I wasn't even sure how much I'd enjoy it because I did the Marine Corps Marathon last Sunday and the Pain to Pain half just before that. A lot of people were waking up fresh for that day chock full of hours of a runner's high that they've been waiting for all year. Not me. I already hurt. Don't do this. I came here to quietly be the smartest dumb person, or the dumbest smart person to have enjoyed the New York City Marathon in 2025, and you will have to decide which. Now, I've done this run before. This year, this wasn't 26 miles. For me, there were miles 39 through 65. So my legs were probably going to suggest something else after mile 1.
We just passed mile 1. My left knee is questioning if we actually have another in us. And I gotta make sure not to run funny. Because you know what happens if you run on your right side to compensate for your left side? Compensating injury. And then problems in your right knee. Swollen knee. Those are Negro problems. We don't want those. By the way, I can say that. You can't say that. That's a race joke. That is a race joke. Anyway. It's a gorgeous day. This is awesome. As Rick Grimes would say, this is how we live.
Oh, I went to someone at work, found out that I was doing these back-to-back runs, and his question was if New York would be faster than DC. And to me, that was not a question. Of course New York would be slower. You see, I knew you can't do back-to-back marathons within a week and improve. Long runs cap out at 18 to 20 miles during training, even among pros, for a reason. This is the common knowledge. Otherwise, people would just run 26 miles every week and get faster. But they don't. People fall apart instead.
Halfway point coming up. Everything hurts. Body slowing down.
And this video isn't a play-by-play mile-by-mile, but that's pretty early in, and my body wasn't yet asking to stop, but sending signals that I know made me say, I need to be careful. I had signed up with the theory that I could pull this off with a slow pace. Marathons were having their way with that theory because I'd found out that even jogging one means you won't stay in zone 2 the whole time, and it'll still hurt a lot after. It's also a lot less exciting, which is a huge waste because New York is exciting.
Who are you? My name's Eric. You're really hot.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Good. My number is 917.
Now, me and my backup shoes were just here to enjoy a restrained party pace until either we or the course were done. And that excitement helped a lot. I don't think anyone would wonder, but except for a lot of caffeine, 100% natural, so you're going to have to take this with a grain of salt. But I think the New York City Marathon is probably the ultimate performer enhancer. I grew up here. I am lucky that this major race brings such familiar streets. And I think marathoning is an interesting goal or hobby because it turns into a lot of self-management. A lot of knowing what helps, how to prepare, what tricks work when it counts, what recovery, things like sleep matter, taking care, all of that. So it was really something to test that after mile 40. 3 years ago, if you asked me if something like gummy worms would become a race essential, I'd have asked you what you're on or what you're reading. But today, they're part of a bigger strategy because certain nutrients help create this chemistry that makes this enjoyable. And when I got tired of this one, oh boy, I got tired. And I guess the thing that this challenge made me understand deeply is how there are different levels to tired. You're not going to get that in this video. And I never felt like I was going to explode or my heart was going to stop, but it was more like my muscles turning into rubber bands that were very, very old. Like, you ever played with like a really, really old one? They're like missing that moisture that gives that elasticity, so they might snap when you wanted a bendy bend. That was my leg fibers after mile 15. But I tried to keep it technical, and short of weird vibrations in one arm, I told myself I'd keep going. I had 1 million supporters. Many of them were even special, and I wasn't going to stop unless something went really, really wrong. And I love marathons because it's the one day that New York City will celebrate strangers doing the hard thing. Normally we're out of each other's way, and here we're in it, cheering. New York City crowd support is pretty unique. You can tell because, yeah, the vibe on the bridges, while things are actually quieter for a minute, there's an uphill, and a lot of people take to walking. I'm pretty sure like the lack of noise is like, okay, this is my quiet time. But, was there a wall? Final boss? Yeah, of course. When I hit that last leg in Central Park, you can believe that mine were screaming. Of course, those last bites of time after mile 22 especially ached. But what you might get from this video, they also weren't unpleasant. And I want to be clear, this is not something I would wing ever, but this took years of treating my fitness as a responsibility and a hobby and seeing how far I'd like to take it. I think like that hobby note really added a lot. I did find like people can get weird when you start to take anything far. I even had like a lot of people ask me why. And I just feel like it's weird to explain party pace or your holiday. And I love marathons. I love New York. And there are steps to that finish line that, they can't be undone. For the rest of my life, I might never be as tired after mile 60 with a few more to go, but I'll always have the knowledge that I was and still pushed. My legs didn't fall off, and I don't think I pulled this off because I'm superhuman. In fact, I think I pulled this off because I'm really human, and I've learned how to manage it. And that's what I hope this series shares. Oh, one last thing. The person from work. I owe them an apology. These were not fast marathons. I was tired and not perfect. But he was right to ask. And I was wrong to know the incorrect answer. New York City, despite being the hillier, rougher start marathon, was faster. With no slow pace theory, I had finished with a 5:07. Not fast, but exactly 1 minute faster than the Marine Corps Marathon at 5:08. And honestly, I think that's kind of silly, because, the point of the schedule was not the time, but it's funny. That's what I get for knowing what I am capable of. I don't.